Hey, Bobby Manning here. Welcome to the Garden Report outside of shoot-around at the Bell Center. Raptors finishing up theirs right now. We got a chance to talk to Pascal Siakam as well as Kem Birch, who are both excited to be here in Montreal for a preseason game. The Raptors went up to Edmonton for a preseason game, and now they're here against the Celtics in Montreal, just north of the border. We got up here yesterday, and three things I'm looking for here. We're not going to get a chance to talk to the Celtics this morning, but we will pregame, and we'll have all your coverage inside the Bell Center here later. Make sure you stay tuned to CLNS Media, Celtics All Access. Those three things. Number one, does Derrick White continue to start? This is usually a dress rehearsal for the regular season. You might see some experimenting out of the fact that Luke Kornet is likely going to play in this game, I believe, after ramping up this week. Practicing pretty much from the beginning of this week and looking pretty mobile and active and unhindered by that ankle injury. I think they want to get a look at him in there, though it may not be at starting level minutes, might not even be as a starter. I like the Derrick White look so far in place of Robert Williams III. They are screening much more. White almost in many ways, and I wrote this for CLNS Media yesterday, is almost an upgrade over Williams as a screener. You see some of the off-ball action, the roving guardian actions, I dubbed it, to get Tatum free. He's active out there. Off the ball, he can do some stuff on the ball in terms of the pick and roll with Tatum. There's almost some two-man game potential there. And I saw they did score 1.3 points per possession between Tatum and White in that two-man game last year out of screens. So I want to continue to see White start and mesh with those starters. He's shooting well this preseason as well, so keep him in there. I think that's the game plan for the regular season. So roll with those starting five: White, Smart, Tatum, Brown, and Horford. Number two, who steps up and really claims those bench minutes? Does Kornet step into a role off the bench to go bigger? Do you see Sam Hauser definitively have a 20-25 minute role in a game like this? Do you see the Pritchard minutes continue to flow? He's gotten steady run in the fourth quarter, but not with that bench unit. Malcolm Brogdon has shown to be that bench point guard. I think that's certainly going to continue. And then, of course, you got to find that bench big. Is it Kornet? Is it Kabengele? Is Blake Griffin a mainstay with that second unit? I think you'll start to see definitively what that second unit might look like here today. And then number three, what kind of defense is this team playing? Especially against the Raptors, who they had great success with. They've more played drop to the touch in the defense so far this preseason. Again, this is the regular season dress rehearsal in many ways. Is there going to be more switching? Do they go with more lineups that are capable of switching 1 through 5? Or is this just going to kind of be Missoula's defense, especially without Robert Williams in the lineup to start this year? More drop, more playing to the touch in the pick and roll. I'm interested to see what the defense they roll with in a game like this is, if this is sort of that dress rehearsal for opening night on Tuesday against the 76ers. Again, this is the final preseason game between these two teams. I think you'll see the starters run a little bit longer. I think you'll see some of the things that both these teams will do on their opening nights in action here. And then, of course, you'll get some rest in the fourth quarter and some younger guys on these rosters going at it. Cut day, of course, is Monday, I believe, although you might see them by this weekend. And the latest reporting, I think, from Jared Weiss is that Noah Vonleh is a strong candidate to make this team at this point. We, of course, interviewed him here at CLNS Media a couple days ago. You can check that out on the main channel. And Justin Jackson, Jake Layman is at the competition for 15. Does seem like they'll address that 15th spot from within. As I first indicated a couple days ago, this team's probably going to go into the regular season with 15 bodies just because of the fact that Robert Williams is out. Normally teams look to keep that 15th spot open for flexibility's sake, but I do think they have some bodies in camp that they've liked. Of course, Lucas Simonik has been waived at this point. They've had a couple of players in and out who are probably going to go from Exhibit 10 deals to Maine in camp over the last few days here. You've seen some of their names floating around. And then we'll see who the 15th man roster is, I think, by Monday, ahead of Tuesday's opener against the 76ers back in Boston. So stay tuned for CLNS Media. I'm Bobby Manning up here in Montreal. Been fun so far. Go and follow along with all the pressers pregame around 5:30 tonight, and then post-game we'll have all the reaction from the game as well as Celtics post-game tonight with some cast of characters. We'll be back live right after the game, and I'll be here at the Bell Center in Montreal. Of course, we're brought to you by com.com/garden. Gets you 40% off a premium subscription of sleep sounds, meditation, yoga, the calm of the day, many more features over there to help you relax, as well as Athletic Greens. athleticgreens.com/garden gets you free travel pack, 5 free travel packs that is, a year's supply of vitamin D, and of course their great powder with vitamins, minerals, adaptogens, probiotics, and more. Subscribe, CLNS Media, Celtics All Access, and of course, follow along with me here in Montreal at Real Bob Manning.